Good day, kids! This is your teacher She, and for today's video, I will going to teach you the meaning of percentage, rate, and base. Are you ready? Come on, let's start! Before we proceed with our new lesson for today, let's have a short drill or game on renaming fraction to decimal to ratio. Are you ready? Here is the given example. I have here 1/2. How will you going to convert 1/2 to decimal form and ratio? I will give you 10 seconds to answer. Time's up. What's your answer? Very good. 1/2 in decimal form is point. You just need to divide 2 to 1 to get the decimal form of 1/2. And this is 1:2 in ratio. Let's have another example. I have here 0.35. How will you going to convert 0.35 to fraction and to ratio? I will give you again 10 seconds to answer. Okay, time is up. What's your answer? Very good. 0.35 is 7/20 in fraction and 7:20 into ratio. Now, you are ready for our new lesson for today. Class, I want you to look at this picture. Did you see this? What did you see in the picture? Very good. This is a mall. In mall, we buy the things that we need like clothes, the things that we want like toys. We also eat our favorite food in the restaurant in the mall. Most of the times, malls are giving discounts through promotion to attract their consumer. It has a designated day where you can buy an item in less of the original price. Now, I will going to show you a problem. Okay kids, let us read the problem. On her birthday, Carla received 1,500 from her ninangs. With her money, she spent 40% for a blouse and saved the rest. How much was used in buying a blouse? Now, I have a question. Who received money from her ninang? Can you answer? Awesome! That is Carla. Now, why did her ninang give her a money? Can you answer? Very good, because she is celebrating her birthday. And how much she received from her ninang? Yes? Very good, 1,500 pesos. If you were Carla, you will do the same? And why? Yes, it's better to have a savings. Now, let us analyze our problem. What does the problem ask you to look for? Can you answer? Very good. The amount she spent in buying a blouse. That is the percentage. And what facts in the problem? Can you answer? Very good. The total amount of money, which is 1,500, and the rate. And what are the facts needed? Can you answer? Very good. The amount you spent in buying a blouse. Now, for you to easily understand our problem and the question needed to answer, I will show you a 10 by 10 grid. Did you see it? I have here a 10 by 10 grid paper. So this is representing the whole number, which is the 1,500 pesos. Now, we're going to see what is the 40% of the 1,500 and what is the remaining amount that we're going to use in savings. I have here a red cellophane. This will going to represent the 40% of the 1,500 pesos. I will going to show you what is the 40% of 1,500 by the use of this grid. We just need to count 1 to 4, representing the 40% of the total number. So this is 1, 2, 3, and 4. This is the 40% of 1,500. Now, I will going to paste this cellophane to the 40% of 1,500. Now, this is the 40%. Did you see it? Alright. Let's count again the shaded part, which is represented by the red cellophane, which is the 40% of 1,500. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, can you tell me what is the 40% of 1,500? Alright. Very good. 40% of 1,500 is 600 pesos. How did you get that? Very good. You just need to convert 40% to decimal point and then multiply it to 1,500 to get the percentage of 40% in the total amount. Now, I will going to show you what is the 60% of 1,500. I have here a blue cellophane to represent the 60%. Now, the whole grid paper is covered by cellophane divided into red cellophane, which is the 40%, and the blue cellophane representing the 60%. This is the total amount of 1,500 pesos. Now, how will you get the 60% of 1,500? Can you answer? Good. You just need to convert 60% to decimal point and multiply to 1,500 and you're going to get 900 pesos. Now, let's go to our discussion proper. Now, let's discuss the percentage, base, and rate. In relation to our lesson for today, I will help you understand how to budget your money by putting part of it into savings, and some part on the things that you need, and some part on the things that you want. Today, we're going to know the meaning of percentage, base, and rate. Now, can anyone read what is the meaning of base? Base is the number that represents the total value of something. For example, you have 1,000 pesos. What is the total value of your money? Exactly. That is 1,000 pesos. That is the base. Next, anyone can read what is the meaning of percentage? Percentage is a fractional part of the whole or part of the total. For example, you have a whole pizza. Do you know pizza? That is delicious. Very good. You want to give some part of your pizza to your best friend. The portion you consume to give to your friend is the percentage. Next, anyone can read what is rate? Yes. Rate defines what part the percentage is of the base. Now, you already know the meaning of base, percentage, and rate. You just need to remember the formula used in getting the percentage, the base, and the rate. To get the percentage, you just multiply the base to rate. get the base, you just need to divide percentage into rate. And for the rate, you just need to divide percentage to base. That is the formulas. For you to easily identify what is the base, the rate, and the percentage in the given number, I have here a tip for you. Rate are always with percent sign. Remember that. And the percentage is either before or after the word is. Remember? And the base is found after the word of. Let us apply and analyze what you learned. In our activity, you just need to identify the rate, the percentage, and the base in the given number. 6 is 25% of 24. What is the rate in our given number? Very good. 25 is the rate, 24 is the base, and 6 is the percentage. Number 2. 20% of 15 is 3. 20% is the rate, 15 is the base, and 3 is the percentage. Next, 500 is 8% of 800. 500 is the percentage, 8% is the rate, and 800 is the base. Number 4, 125% of 60 is 75. 125 is the rate, 60 is percentage, and 75 is the base. And for our last example, 1,400 is 275% of 3,850. 1,400 is the percentage, 275 is the rate, and 3,850 is the base. Now, for our generalization, you just need to remember that percentage is fractional part of the whole or part of the total. Rate defines what is the part of percentage is of base. This is written in percent. And base is the number represent the total value of something. Base are found after the word of. Rate is always with percentage sign. And percentage is either before or after the word is. Now class, I have a question. What do you think is the importance of budgeting your money? Can you give an answer? Alright, it is important that we know how to budget our money for us to number 1 is to buy product with lesser price. Number 2, to avoid overspending. And number 3, of course, to save money. And now, let us test what you've learned. Identify the rate, base, and percentage in the following problems. Number 1. A 20% of 4,600 is the down payment for a brand new TV set. The original price of this TV set is 23,000. So identify the rate, base, and percentage in the given problems. Number 2. Daniel invests 750,000 at 6.5% simple interest a year. His interest is 48,750. Number 3. Melissa has 120 kilograms of rice. Her mother sold 105 kilograms. Is she right to tell that her mother sold 87.5% of what she sold? I will give you 5 minutes to answer. Did you get the same answer? Well, you are all correct. Good job! And now, for our assignment, you can copy the following statement. Thank you for watching, kids.